Good morning guys, how are you all? For today's video I'm just going to be doing something nice and simple. I'm going to be doing my kind of like my updated everyday makeup routine. This is just like my go-to makeup at the minute. It kind of does change every now and again, I don't know why, but this is just like my updated everyday makeup routine. I'm actually just going to throw in a wee bit of a disclaimer first of all. This obviously is me and my everyday makeup routine because I know this might actually be a lot of makeup for everyday wear for everybody, but you know, us full coverage people unite. But of course, if you're somebody that just loves a wee bit of a concealer and lip balm, you go girl, you go girl. It doesn't really matter how much makeup you wear, it doesn't really matter, it doesn't make you a bad person. But I know I just always like to make these wee disclaimers because I love my makeup, I love wearing makeup, and I know that of course this amount of makeup for everyday wear is going to be probably a wee bit too much for some people, so yeah. But of course, apply as much makeup as you want. You do you. But I'm just going to jump right in. I was going to prime using the Fourth Ray Beauty. This is their Thirst Aid Hydrating Priming Moisturiser. This is an absolutely amazing wee product, by the way. But I'm actually just looking at my skin, and my skin looks really juicy and glowy as it is because I've literally just done my skincare routine. I've applied SPF. I don't think I'm actually going to prime today because I just don't really feel like I need it, to be honest. So then just jumping into foundation, I'm going to be taking the LA Girl Pro Coverage foundation. Please excuse my tan at the minute. I am going to be washing it off either tonight or tomorrow night, but it's kind of starting to look a wee bit skinky. And my hands are just completely, the tan is just non-existent. And then I'm just going to blend this in using this extremely dirty sponge. I'm such a sicko, I swear. So guys, how are yous? How are yous all? Anybody that's living in the UK or England, how are you enjoying life in the open? I think by the time this video actually goes up over here in Northern Ireland, our shops and restaurants have opened, but now you filming this, like nowhere has opened. I don't really think everything is going to go back to like 100% normal come June. I think there's obviously going to be restrictions and everything, but it's just so nice to have a wee bit of normality back in our lives again, to just be able to go up our towns and see a shop being open, you know what I mean, or go out to a restaurant and have dinner, or I don't know if you're that type of person that likes to go to a gym. Strange. But no, it'll be nice to get some form of normality back in our lives again. I still absolutely love this foundation, by the way. It is absolutely amazing. It is so good, and I especially love it for everyday wear as well because it's still obviously full coverage, but it's not really heavy feeling or looking on the skin. And I know like I have a lot of glow coming through, but I don't actually know whether that's the foundation or that's the sunscreen that I'm using. It's just a gorgeous foundation for everyday wear. Obviously you can have it a wee bit more full coverage, you can build it up if you want to, and of course you can have it lighter coverage if you want to as well, but it's just the most beautiful finish of foundation, and it's just great for everyday wear. Especially if you want a wee bit of coverage but you want it to look not cakey and just feeling it nice and lightweight on the skin. And for concealer, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And then just taking that same sponge because I'm disgusting. Just gonna blend that in. I'm going to be taking the Soul Body Bronzing Balm, this wee one here from Colourpop, and I use the shade Medium Dark. Oh dear. So I've accidentally applied a wee bit too much. But this wee product is absolutely amazing, so once it actually is completely blended out, you'll never know. And it just blends out so effortless. It's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to lightly set my skin now. I'm going to be taking the Technic Superfine Blotting Powder this wee one here. And I just like to use this to lightly set my T-zone. And then just a tiny wee bit just in the center of my forehead. Just enough to set the makeup, but I still like to have like a wee bit of like a shine come through, or a wee bit of like glow. I'm taking my I Heart Revolution coconut scented baking powder. Oldie bit of goodie. I think it was actually a couple of videos ago, I think it was whenever I was doing my voiceover, I had expressed my feelings towards baking, that I was trying to maybe like get out of the habit of doing that, well, of baking, and it hasn't worked. I've been doing it every day ever since. I don't know. And then I'm going to give my face just a wee spritz. I'm going to be taking the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. For my highlight, I'm going to be taking this one from XX Revolution, and it's in the shade, Jesus Christ, this is battered, Focus. This one here. It's actually quite a nice wee highlighter actually. So I'm just going to be taking this on my fan brush. And then this next step is highly unnecessary. It's so funny how whenever I do like an everyday makeup show or something, how many times I say highly unnecessary. My life is just highly unnecessary. Everything I do is highly unnecessary. But yes, this step is not needed every day by everybody. I like to take my Colourpop Flexitarian highlighter, and I just like to take the tiniest wee bit of this. Oh no, sorry, I like to do my nose first actually. I like to use this as my nose highlight, by the way. Love a good eye nose highlight. And if you don't, that's okay. But I literally just like to focus this. It's like right at the tip. Right at the highest point of the cheekbone. And guys, then for blush, I'm going to be taking this one from Colourpop. It's in the shade Foxy. Such a gorgeous colour though. It's absolutely beautiful. For my bronzer, just going to do this quick so we can get onto the eye makeup. I'm going to be taking this wee bronzer from Poundland. This is just like my wee everyday bronzer that I'll use every day. It's amazing, and I get the shade Matte Light 1. It honestly looks as if someone else is bronzing my face with the comparison of the colour between my face and my hand. Like, it actually does look as if someone else is bronzing my face. Like, kind of think about it for a minute. It's like the arm challenge, like as if Kyle is like behind me doing my makeup. Oh, what? I just like to take the same brush and just tap once, tap off the excess. Well, just gonna use whatever excess is on the brush, but I just like to go down the sides of my nose. And what I like to do is I like to kind of pinch it, you know, so it's kind of a wee bit thinner. And then I like to go in a couple of times and give wee dust in here. So of course feel free to do something like this if you don't actually want to go in with some eyeshadow. This, your bronzer can be your eyeshadow, or your blush can be your eyeshadow if you just want something all over the lid or whatever. So as you can see, it's kind of giving my eyes just a wee bit of warmth. So you can obviously just leave your makeup just like this, go in with mascara and do your lip, and that's all good to go. But I'm obviously going to go in with some eyeshadow now. So I'm going to be taking the Colourpop Grandeur palette. I'm going to be taking this shade first of all, and I'm going to be taking this first shade on a big fluffy brush. And I just want to also mention that not everybody is going to have the time or going to even want to sit and do something like this every single day, but I love makeup, and sitting doing this makes me happy, and I just find putting on makeup therapeutic, and I just enjoy doing it. So I always like to make sure I have time to actually really sit and do my makeup. Of course, whenever I have children, that's not going to happen, so I'm going to take advantage of it now. I'm going to take this shade now in the palette on a slightly smaller brush. So this is the first brush that we went in with. I'm not going to take this wee smaller brush. I'm going to tap off the excess, and again just popping that just within the crease. And because this is a slightly darker shade, I'm going to be a wee bit more precise and clean with this shade. I'm not going to go absolutely crazy with it. I'm just popping that right in that crease just to define it a wee bit more. So I like to take this wee like short side. I'm going to zoom in for this, and then I'm also going to take this shade here. It's really, really dirty, by the way, because of how the shade I end up using on this brush, but we'll get to that. So I'm going to go into this shade here, as I was saying there, and just along the lower lash line, just along the lash line, I'm going to go slightly diagonal, so kind of like that. I'm just going to press this shade on. I'm not going really heavy handed either, by the way, just quite light handed. You don't want to be too crazy. Once I have that done, I'm going to turn around to the fluffy side and just really lightly, I'm going to blend that out. Or I'm just going to drag it out really. And then just pat at it, give it a wee blend. Then also using this wee side of the brush, I'm going to go into straight away the darker shade, and I'm just going to pat that really, really tight to that lash line. So I'm still just going on with this dark brown shade, and I don't know, like, if I'm being honest, it turns out nearly different every single time. Like every single day. You can also use a wee flat brush like this. This is kind of what I used to use. Like, you would have seen me doing like a wee everyday makeup tutorial with this one, with this brush, or like doing like a wee wing with eyeshadow using this brush, whereas like I now use this. Like, my everyday routine and makeup style, it changes like nearly every month or something, so yeah. And then sometimes I like to go back into this shade here just to help blend that a wee bit or whatnot. No, do you know what, actually? And then I'm actually going to switch to the sweet brush and go back into the dark brown. And just going in with the sweet brush again, just to slightly blend that. I'm now obviously going to apply some mascara and lashes. Obviously feel free to just do mascara, but with me I always like to wear lashes. So the lashes I've been wearing recently are like where are they? Oh, I think they're in my wallet. So they're actually like wee half lashes, so they are. Hold on, I'll actually show you some before I put them on. Yep. Stuck to a super drug receipt. Love that for me. So I'm actually going to do my lips now while those lashes are getting tacky. So for my lip liner, I thought I would actually take a wee bit of a break from Colourpop Beeper, since every time I link that down below in my description box, it's always out of stock, like seriously. So I'm going to be taking the NYX lip pencil in the shade Natural, this one here. Hello. Okay, I don't have time for this bullshit. Here's a Colourpop lip liner. What's this? BFF3 is that? Do you know, maybe if I didn't have so much like foundation and stuff on my lips, it might work a wee bit better. Because I've used obviously the NYX lip liners before, not that long ago actually, and it was my first time and I was actually pretty impressed. They were actually quite nice. But I think I just have a lot of crap around my mouth at the minute. And then for my lips, I'm going to be taking this wee lip cream from BH Cosmetics, and it's their Cashmere Cream in the shade Thirsty. These wee lip products here, they're absolutely beautiful. They're so good, but this colour especially is really nice. It's just a really nice colour for like everyday wear, and of course if you use it with obviously like a pinkier lip liner, it will look a wee bit more pinky, because obviously like as you can see it's like a rosy mauve colour. But I just like to use it with a slightly browny lip liner. And lastly, I just like to take my mascara, and as I say, I do apologise, it's high-end. I swear to God, this happens to me all the time. I just like to put a wee coating of lash mascara underneath. Oh! Yeah, this mascara is so done. There we go. I'm going to take a wee bit of the NYX Butter Gloss. I actually got this on Saturday past there and I've never tried these before, so here I go. Do you know, I'm literally just sitting thinking here what that noise is down my stairs, and I was just kind of thinking to myself, why is my washing machine on? Like, why is the washing machine just suddenly turned on? You know the way you, like, your first thought is like, there's somebody in the house, and it's like, no one is going to rob your house, like break into your house to do your washing. And I just remembered it's the workmen out the front of the house. So yeah, unfortunately nobody has broke into my house to do my washing. That is my little updated everyday makeup routine. This is why I hate wearing lip gloss. It's disgusting. If you did enjoy this, thank you so much, and of course thank you so much for watching. Of course all the products that I did use will be listed and linked down below in the description box, along with my Snapchat, Instagram and Twitter. So don't forget to go and follow me on those. Why does my hair... But yeah guys, other than that, thank you again so much for watching, and I hope you're all staying safe and well. Please be kind, look after yourselves and each other, and I shall see you in my next video.